Hi everybody, it is Winston with Perfect Press HTV. Today we're going to be doing some epoxy videos. Ali, can you actually grab me the A and B epoxy? Sorry, I forgot about that. So we're going to be working with epoxy. I got parchment paper I'm putting down on the table to protect it. Nothing really sticks to parchment paper or silicone paper, or the epoxy doesn't. So few tools before we get started. Today we're going to want a pair of gloves, a popsicle stick to mix something, or just a good stick. Thank you, Allie. You want A and B epoxy resin. These are some well-used bottles we have around here. This is Perfect Press brand epoxy. We tirelessly tried epoxy about a year ago. Tried well over a dozen different brands. Found a wonderful brand to private make ours for us. And this is great epoxy. It's really great. I've tried a lot of different ones out there. It's great price. Is it $39.99 or $29.99? $39.99 for the set of both. It's a great deal, y'all. So there's our A and B epoxy. Again, gloves, popsicle stick, 2 little mixing cups, a little mask. I don't think this is does say it's N95 Moldex. It's COVID times. Most of you have a mask. Wear a mask while doing this. It'll give you a headache. Long-term effects of epoxy fumes can be really bad for you. So wear a mask while doing it. If you do a little bit here and there without a mask, it's not going to kill you, of course, but it builds up. Like, I used to not be bothered by epoxy, but nowadays it gives me an awful headache, so I make sure to wear these masks. Double check on your phone, but it usually not. Sorry, we had a little technical question. Anyways, we're going to get started, y'all. So what we're going to start with is we're going to just mix this epoxy together. So what I'm going to do is you're going to pour equal parts of A and B into two containers and mix them together for 3 minutes. So I'm going to put my gloves on. Make it easy to put on my hand. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. My hand is so big and these gloves are so small. Alright, we got one. Let's try another. So now I'm gloved up. I want to mask up. Hopefully y'all can hear me still good with this on. We'll find out. Can you hear me? I think they can hear me. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Hey. So if we switch to the hand cam, so we can get a good look at these guys. I have a line on here that I want to fill up to. So I'm going to start pouring. We're going to start with the A material. I'm going to pour. And A is way thicker and goopier. I'm probably going to use a little bit more than I would normally use for this sort of situation. Just for example purposes, so it's easy for everyone to see. So I've got the epoxy up to a line in my cup there. Now I'm going to do the equal amount with our B material. So our B material right here, we're going to pour the same amount. Ooh, trying to get that on the camera right. Here we go. I'm going to pour the B. And B is a lot easier. It's a lot more liquidy. There we go. B tends to yellow a little bit more over time. Usually, unless you're doing like a real big epoxy mold of something, if you're smearing it on, the yellowing is no concern. I've seen them be really yellow, like butterscotch, and it's caused no problem. It's just oxidation. It's not an issue. So we're going to take our B and then pour it directly in our A, like so. Check on your phone. It does that often. Sorry, y'all. Our playback screen is giving us a little issue on the tech side, but I think it should be fine for y'all. So I'm just trying to get all the little bits left. I'm going to take my popsicle stick, get the last bits in there. And now I'm going to stir it, but I'm not going to stir it rigorously. I'm going to just kind of do a smooth stir like this for 3 minutes, y'all. Now, if you're holding the cup, you'll eventually start to feel it warm up a little bit. That's usually a sign that's working. It'll get kind of milky looking too, and then it'll start clearing up after about 2 minutes. So we're going to just stir and stir. If you do too fast of a stir, it can cause bubbles, and those bubbles are kind of hard to get out. Hey Siri, set timer for 2 minutes. It's been about a minute, so.
2 minutes, starting now.
And this part will be fast forwarded when we put this on YouTube. Are you showing my hands or face right now?
Hands.
Ah. Front, the back, every direction. Stirring, stirring, stirring. I don't know the song. Do we have any questions, comments, or anything while we're going? 0. Do we have viewers?
1.
Hey, it's probably your phone.
No, there was one before I got on.
Okay. Hey. So I'm just stirring it, y'all. You don't want to just consistently stir it. You don't want to get too rigorous, though. If you get too rigorous, you'll add too many bubbles, and it's pretty hard to get the bubbles out. You can get them out with heat, but let's try to prevent that. Stir, 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 stir. Stir, 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 stir. And it's essential you stir for the full 3 minutes. If you don't, your cup will not ever set up properly and be kind of sticky. I've seen folks bring in cups and they're like, why is it still sticky? And it's almost always they didn't do their ratio right or they didn't stir long enough. All right, y'all. So that was about 3 minutes of stirring. Do a few little extra turns here. So I'm going to turn on the cup turner. So this is a Perfect Press cup turner. We sell these. They're great. I'm going to try to angle this so you guys can see a little better what I'm about to do. There we go. We sell these for $69 or $49. So these are $69.99. Pretty good deal. They turn 2 at once. It turns at a nice speed. They come in pink or black. Truthfully, the pink ones I like better, but they're both good. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by just pouring this directly on here. We're going to pour on this end so it can kind of move with it. And then we're going to take our finger and smear it back and forth and kind of just cover all these little lumps and ridges. And yeah, we will have a pretty cool, a semi-finished cup. So here we go. Let me give it a few little more stir. And I'm going to start pouring it. Okay, so I poured a small line. Now I'm going to take my finger and just work it all the way across. And I'm going to try to spread this out until I feel it kind of get dry on my hand, and then I'm going to do another layer. Again, work it. Until my finger starts feeling dry, then I'm going to pour another little bit. And your finger should just glide over the top when it's done nicely. A little dry, another little bit. Wow, it really made the sticker look a lot better that was on here, the StarCraft sticker. From last week's video. I need more right in here. And the spinning of the cup also helps move it around. Yeah. So I got a fair amount on there now, y'all, so I'm just working my hand back and forth. Guiding it, making sure it's still going over real nice and smooth. And you'll know when you have it there. Your finger will glide over it a lot easier. There we go. That's feeling good. Smooth. So there's a little, I'm going to pour just a little more right here. And again, y'all, I'm probably using way more epoxy than you have to for something like this. You can probably get away with a fourth of what I use, but I'm just pouring excess to show. Yeah, that section I just poured some on is now much smoother feeling. Hey. We're pouring the epoxy. Pouring the epoxy. Smearing it. That feels pretty good, y'all. So now we're going to do the bottom. I like to just dip my finger in and just kind of rub it all around. You don't want to do too heavy on the bottom because then it'll make it lumpy and it won't stand nice. There we go, y'all. So if we wanted to, this would be a time where we put additional glitter on if we wanted to like put a little glitter around the rim or something. Or if you're just doing your final coat, this would be your final coat and you would just let it dry. So for this cup, we're going to let this layer completely dry. So in 24 hours, we'll come back and it'll basically be done. It might need one more clear coat on it just to make it feel completely smooth because there is a few spots on it that are a little bit textured. But not much. It should be honestly pretty fine after it dries up. Yeah, y'all, that's it. That's how to mix epoxy and apply a coat to finish a cup. Really easy video today. Real quick one. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No? Okay. Well, again, y'all, this was Perfect Press Epoxy. It's $39.99. The cup turner is a $69. We do sell a set for $120 that comes with 5 glitters, the epoxy and the turner for $120. It's a really good deal. It saves you about $10. Yeah, y'all, epoxy crafts are really popular right now on Etsy. They sell real well. Usually cups like this you can sell for $20 to $25 pretty easily. I've seen them all the way up to $50 a piece for real fancy ones. Real fun, kind of relaxing craft too. Just make sure to mask up and wear gloves. And yeah, be careful what you touch because epoxy is real sticky and kind of messy. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it today. So I hope you all had a great video. We'll be back next week with another one, so check us out. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Yeah. Whew.